All right, guys, it's finally here. This is my Oppenheimer non-spoiler review. So overall, I love this movie. I fully expect it to be nominated for Best Picture. I think Christopher Nolan will be nominated for Best Director. I think Cillian Murphy will be nominated for Best Actor, and I think RDJ will be nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I also think it'll get nominations for cinematography, sound, and all those things. It's a really, really good movie. The pacing is very good. I wasn't bored. I was a little bit worn down towards the end of the 3 hours, but other than that, I thought it was paced very well. I can't speak to the exact historical accuracy of the movie, but overall, I think it was at least from what I know, pretty historically accurate. The acting was great. There's really nothing to complain about. There's not much to spoil other than kind of, the historical timelines where the movie takes place. Only nitpicks I guess I'd have is maybe accents. I thought Cillian Murphy's accent was a little bit wonky. I thought he had a really good American accent as Scarecrow in Batman Begins, so I'm kind of confused why he went a little bit back and forth here. And I think RDJ didn't really, maybe his accent wasn't really lined up with the age of the actor he was playing. He just sounded like himself, so he didn't really do any accent work. But that's really, really nitpicky. Overall, I thought the black and white was great. They did the black and white for the scenes that were nonfiction, and then the scenes that were fiction were in color, which I thought was really cool. The one thing I'll say is I saw this movie not in IMAX, not in 70 millimeter IMAX. The whole thing is very confusing. I saw it just regular. I think it's worth waiting to get an IMAX ticket. There's only 19 theaters nationwide that play it on IMAX 70 millimeter, so you probably won't be able to see it there. But if you can wait a week or two and get an IMAX ticket, I think you should. There's not that much to be worried about spoiler wise. The way I was seeing it, I don't know if it was just me. It seems like a lot of it was cut off in the normal screen. So I think it's worth, if you get that IMAX ticket, wait. The one thing that I think might underwhelm people is there isn't really, I would say, a climactic scene. There are scenes that are a little bit more, thrilling, and a little more suspenseful. But overall, it's not going to be like an action movie or like some of his other movies where there's kind of a climax at the end. So I think that's the reason you might be seeing some people underwhelmed, especially in a 3 hour movie. So I don't think you should be expecting that going in. I think a lot of this movie also, is how much you can believe the actors are the characters. There's so many famous actors in this movie. Obviously, Cillian Murphy to start. Him just smoking the cigarette looks like Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders. It's hard to kind of not see him as that. He definitely looks way cooler than Oppenheimer probably was. Obviously, RDJ is Iron Man, Matt Damon. So that's kind of a personal thing, but those are my non-spoiler thoughts. Definitely go see it. It's an awesome movie. I fully expect it to be in Oscar nominations. The hype was real. Maybe not the best movie I've ever seen, but definitely one of the best movies I've seen in the last couple years. Thanks, guys. I'll have a spoiler review, and I'll see you on the next one.